Hi everyone, this is HM&S video number 54 and you are most welcome for it. For the last 15 videos, that is starting from HM&S video number 39 up to HM&S video number 54, we have been seeing different ways of looking stuffs up using different Excel functions. After today's video, we're going to switch our attention to how to use different logical functions in Excel. But today, we're going to see how we can use Xlookup function to do two-way lookup. Let's switch on to Excel and we dive deeper into how to use Xlookup function to do two-way lookup. Now we have this cross-tabulated discount table. It has some items on the rows and a range of quantities on the columns. Now when we say two-way lookup, this is what it means. It means we are looking up an intersection of a row and a column. Like for example, when we want to know the discount for 10 laptops, that means we are looking up with two conditions. The first condition is going to be items need to be laptop and then quantity need to be 10. That means we want the intersection of the two conditions. So that's actually what two-way lookup means. Looking up the intersection of rows and columns. Now what we're going to do in this video, we're going to come down here and then on this cell F18, we want to look up the item which is selected from this cell here and then the quantity which is put on this cell here, and then we get the correct discount amount on this cell here. Now on HM&S video number 47, we did the same two-way lookup here using index and match function, escape, and this is what we got. So we want to also see how we can do it using Xlookup so that you can compare the two and then you choose your favorite one. So I'm going to click on this cell and do equals to Xlookup. When I see it highlighted in blue, I'm going to hit tab to select it. Now as we have been seeing it, Xlookup function has all these arguments here. The first one is the lookup value. Now for our lookup value, you can choose whether you want to look up the row first and then column later on. But for my case here, I'm going to first look up the row, that is the item. So for my lookup value, I'm going to give it whatever item is selected from this cell here. So I'm going to click on it and then comma. Now for the lookup array, since we are still looking up items, I'm going to come to this lookup table. This one is now acting as our lookup table. And then I'm going to highlight all the items, this array of items from the lookup table. And then comma. Now the returned array is what you want to pick and you bring it here. Now for our case here, we want to pick the discount amounts. But remember we have all these discount amounts here. So what you do, you highlight the entire range of the discounts just like this. Now Xlookup function does exact match lookup by default. And for our items here, we want exact match lookup. Now let me close my bracket and when I hit enter, you can see what Xlookup function is giving us. It's spelling for us all the possible discounts for the item selected from here, which is laptop. Now since we already have these discounts here, we're going to use these discounts that we are having here as our returned array for the second Xlookup function. So I'm going to click on this cell and hit the F2 key to put it on edit mode. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come at the beginning and do another Xlookup. So I'm going to do Xlookup. When I see it highlighted in blue, I'm going to hit tab to select it. Now for this lookup, we are looking up quantity. So for the lookup value, we are looking up the quantity which is put on this cell here and then comma. Now for the lookup array, since this time around we are looking up quantity, I'm going to highlight this range of quantities like this. Now I want you to realize something. This range of quantities is actually sorted in ascending order. So we are going to do approximate match lookup for this particular case here. So when I hit comma, you come to the returned array. Now for the returned array, the entire Xlookup function that we did first, the result of the Xlookup function that we did first is going to be our returned array. So it's sitting on the returned array argument. Now remember, Xlookup does exact match lookup by default, but this time around we are doing approximate match lookup. So I'm going to come at the end, click, and then when I hit comma, it will go to the if not found argument. Now this if not found argument, you can use it if you want to display something in case Xlookup function did not find the lookup value among the lookup array. But for our case, I'm not going to put anything there. All I want to go to is the match mode. So I'm going to type comma to go to the match mode. Now this is where you select whether you want to do exact match lookup or approximate match lookup. Now, as we have seen last video, this second option and the third option, those two are the ones used to approximate match lookup. Now, if our lookup array is sorted in ascending order, that is from smallest to largest, then we use this second option here. But if our lookup array is sorted in descending order, that is from biggest to smallest, then we use this second option here. For our case here, you can see clearly that ours is sorted in ascending order, that is from smallest to biggest. So we are going to use the second option, which is -1 for exact match or next smaller item. So when I hit tab, it will put for me that -1 in. So I'm simply going to close my bracket. Now when I hit enter, you can see it's giving me the same answer as this one that we did using index and match function. We can also prove it from here. For 10 quantities of laptop, the discount is $20. Now let's also give our answer a currency number format. So I'm going to click on this cell and then Ctrl+1 to go to the format cell dialog box. Then from the number tab, I'm going to click on currency, and then I'm going to reduce the decimal to 0 decimal places and then click OK. You can see we are getting the same results as this one that we did using index and match function. Now let's test it. I'm going to come here, then instead of selecting laptop, I'm going to select Android. You can see from here for 10 Android, the discount amount is $8. So when I come here and also change this one, let's change it to 99. Now 99 is still not yet 100. That means it's still going to be on this range here. So when I hit enter, we are still having $8. But when I come here, change this one to scanners, click, we are now having $15. Now when I come here and change this, let's say 250, enter, 250 scanners is going to be on this range here. That is $95. You can see we have $95 here. Let's test it one more time. Android, $60. So it's actually working very well. Yeah, that is it for this particular video here. As I've told you at the beginning of this video, starting from next video, we're going to switch our attention to logical functions in Excel. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you found this video interesting, give it a like and then you share it with your friends. This is a playlist that's having all the videos about lookup functions that we have talked about. You can click on it, then you go and watch them. Until next video, HM&S video number 55, then we meet again. Thank you.